Stuart Waite then making his way now down in towards the left-hander of Brundle and Nelson, and Reynolds with that a grunt underneath the car. Hasn't managed to get that move done. I think he didn't quite do it. I thought he had that inside line. It didn't look like he could draw himself level there, but Stuart Waite managed to fend off the attack from Martin Reynolds and hold on to the lead of the race. But he will make his way on towards the start-finish straight. He will look up at the gantry, and I think his stomach will slightly sink.
Yeah, those behind know who number 77 is, and they'll know that they don't really need to challenge Stuart Waite for the lead of the race. They can just sit there and make sure they are within 10 seconds, but being a racer, you want to try and get past on the track, and that's exactly what Martin Reynolds is going to try and do as he pulls himself to the inside in that Escort. It's very late on the brakes, but the BMW has the power through the corner, so it's going to be Stuart Waite that holds on to it. Martin Reynolds bringing the gap right down to just a couple of tenths of a second, and of course if those two continue to fight, it's going to bring AJ Owen and Gary Preble and possibly the BMW of Clinton Chalmers into the mix as well. So we're going to have a great fight here towards the head of the order as Stuart Waite tries to put himself 10 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. I don't think that is going to be an easy task for the race leader.
No, it's going to be a really difficult task, especially with Martin Reynolds snapping at your heels. Someone who lined down easily. Again, it looked level along the side, but this is where we might find struggles slightly through the corners, and as we make our way out of Agostini onwards through Hamilton, he's still side by side there with Waite there. He gets alongside Stuart Waite through towards Hamilton we go. Looks like as they re-emerge from the street, no, Stuart Waite still hanging on to this against Martin Reynolds as they now while their way through towards the right hand of Oggies. What's allowing is AJ Owen to catch the boat there and see if he can do this back.
Yeah, I thought Stuart Waite was going to be sensible there and just allow the lead to go the way of Martin Reynolds, but he thought better of that one, so he hung himself all the way round the outside, and again in a straight line. Martin Reynolds is much quicker in that Escort, so he pulls clear once again in the lead. But you're absolutely right, as predicted, those behind are starting to catch, with those two out front starting to battle hard in this race. So the Sierra already of AJ Owen onto the tail, and two of them before Gary Preble gets there as well. All depends on what Martin Reynolds now can do as he heads out front in the lead of the race. But through the twiddly stuff, again it's advantage BMW, so we close back up to first, second and third places, and then work their way through the right hand of forum for the second time of asking. And will man in second place Stuart Waite to go through, or will he go for it straight away? Let's have a look as they accelerate through the final corner, and again a straight line. It should be the advantage for Martin Reynolds, who accelerates towards the line, and in fact the Sierra's going to come alongside for second place as well here, so AJ Owen could get the job done. It could be a bad lap for the man who was initially in the lead of the race, and AJ Owen is going to break exactly the same time as Stuart Waite. He can't quite squeeze his way around the outside, and will Stuart Waite make it hard for AJ Owen? I think he will. They're still side by side on the run up towards the Wilson hairpin, and it's going to be the inside line for the BMW, and Stuart Waite should just about hang on to the place.
Yeah, we've got a car that's parked on run down towards Palmer there. In fact, on the exit of Palmer, I think we've got the car parked there, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's yellow flags there. No, there are no yellow flags because there's no more green flags, so it looks like BMW, so yeah. I'd take your pick, because I can't work it out from here, I'm afraid.
I can tell you it's one of them, that's all I can say.
Yes.
But yeah, you're right, they're both red. So Ian Bauer and also Oliver Owen, both red BMWs. Whether they've gone off together or in different parts of the circuit. Well, Ian Bauer made it through sector 1, Oliver Owen did not. So I hazard a guess that's Oliver over there at Palmer. But where has the other one gone?
That's some good detective work there, Matt.
Not too bad, is it? But yeah, the other one has gone missing as well. So both of them, unfortunately, out of this race. Martin Reynolds, at the end of that lap, led by 0.8 of a second. And as he works his way down now off the back straight, is that going to be in a bigger margin, or has the man in second place, Stuart Waite, managed to keep the gap fairly close between the two of them, because they head off the straight down through Brundle and Nelson. Martin Reynolds is in a comfortable lead, and I think, yeah, AJ Owen has gone through for second place. So all of a sudden, the BMW has gone from leading this race down now to the final 7 of the podium.
That 10-second penalty as well. Just got to focus now on making sure he can pull away, just set some good lap times here, and try and push back against the 10 seconds clear of fourth, get himself onto the podium. Now the Rebel is 1.7 seconds behind. Yeah, that's not good news there for Stuart Waite.
Certainly isn't. So 10 seconds applied, 13.641. That would put him just in between Clinton Chalmers and also the number 95 machine, which is Kevin Willis. So as it stands, he would be down into 5th position, but I think Stuart Waite's pace will continue to be quicker than both of those BMWs behind. So all being well, Stuart Waite will be off the podium, but he'll still be inside the top 4 by the time we get to the checkered flag. So we'll see what his pace can continue to be. The car out front, Martin Reynolds' pace is pretty impressive because he's now down to 2:07.420, that being the quickest lap of the race so far. And already on this lap, Martin Reynolds through the first sector has gone and done the best of anyone. So he's continuing to extend the gap over the Sierra of AJ Owen in second place. It's the 2 cars out front which reside within the boss part of this one. Pre-93, then next up in third place is Stuart Waite, and Gary Preble is in pre-03. So it's nice to see a good selection of all the classes up there in the top 5 places.
Yeah, it's brilliant stuff, and gives us more racing as well. In the first sector, lost about 0.4 of a second through sector 1, and again losing more time to AJ through sector 2. Even though he's setting personal bests, his weight is losing ground to AJ Owen. And how is it looking between himself and Preble? Well, the gap is extending, but not at a rate that's going to help hang on to a podium.
No, Gary Preble was just managing to keep him within touching distance at the minute, so I think Gary Preble knows what he needs to do going on with the pace of the BMW, but he's just managing to push himself a little bit further to make sure that he doesn't go 10 seconds up the road. But Martin Reynolds comes through, 90 seconds left on the clock, so we will squeeze one more lap out of this race as they head through now to start that last lap. And again, Martin Reynolds out front continues to go even quicker, so another 2:07.381 means he's quicker than what he did on the previous lap, and he now holds the advantage over AJ Owen by 2.5 seconds, so fairly good for him. One of the closest battles inside the top 6 is still the BMW battle between Clinton Chalmers and the 95 machine of Kevin Willis. Those two separated by just under half a second, and I fear, no, he's just got a non-working transponder. Scott Smith does go through, still within inside the top 7. Mike Dugdale also moving up that time round. He gets himself inside the top 10, and he takes a place away from the 48 machine of Sean Morris.
Not long to go now.